Tonight, one local city is scrambling to fix problems on its roadways after 10 investigates identifies they've been wrongly ticketing drivers for years. And on top of it, their negligence is putting kids at risk as they walk to school. So investigative reporter Noah Pransky uncovers the problems at St. Pete's school zone speed traps.
And our biggest issue is to make sure that these kids make it to and from home safe.
We just want to keep these guys safe. We don't want anybody to get hurt. It's important that people are mindful.
Parents, drivers, and kids alike all want to avoid accidents near schools.
Good morning.
It's why the last few St. Pete police chiefs have all put such an emphasis on it.
Well, they need to slow down, and if they don't, then they get a citation.
St. Pete police issued a whopping 1,864 tickets in school zones last year, more than $500,000 worth. That's more than the rest of Pinellas, Hillsborough, and Polk counties combined. But 10 investigates found many of those tickets were not legitimate, and the school crossings aren't as safe as they should be.
Police were stacked up on the side of the road just waiting to pull people over.
Michael Francis was clocked at 25 miles per hour going down MLK at 62nd Ave North. It's typically a 40-mile-per-hour roadway, but he didn't see the small writing at the bottom of this sign, which turned it into a 15-mile-per-hour zone at certain times of the day.
And the result?
A $306 ticket.
That's twice the typical amount because it was a school zone. However, when 10 investigates went out to this and other intersections in St. Pete where officers are writing $500,000 in school zone tickets every year, we found most do not comply with state law. They fall short of the standards for height, distance from the crosswalk,
213,
and visibility. The crossings are also frequently missing the pavement markings the state requires. St. Pete's zones are not in compliance, they are not safe, and they certainly are not fair. And the city's known about it since at least 2010.
Why did nothing get done for 5 years?
We're going through and we're going to check them all out.
Tom Gibson recently took over St. Pete's Public Works Department, and after 10 investigates brought the poor signage to the city's attention, he quietly dispatched workers to quickly fix some of the signs. We got this video from a 10 News viewer. But through public records requests, we found 5 years worth of emails from residents complaining to the city about the school zones. In 2010, St. Pete was even asked by the county to bring its signs into compliance to improve the safety of kids getting to school. And we found evidence engineers knew the crossings were out of compliance all the way back in 2006.
What would you tell parents who are concerned that there's not enough marking at these intersections?
We take our kids' safety very important, and we're going to go through and refresh those markings and refresh those signs.
A step in the right direction, but too late for the thousands of drivers in recent years who were issued millions of dollars worth of questionable tickets.
I have a daughter, you know, school zones are important. So if I knew it was a school zone, I would have slowed down.
The city wouldn't let us talk to the employee in charge of the school crossings who has resisted fixing them for years. And despite the fact that he was the same employee who misled City Council about St. Pete's unfair short yellow lights, the city said there's no plans to discipline him. Meanwhile, St. Pete PD has suspended writing school zone tickets until it can straighten the situation out. But they indicated they weren't interested in issuing any refunds at all. Noah Pransky, 10 Investigates.